മറ്റൊരു മഹാദുരന്തത്തെ കേരളം നേരിടുമ്പോൾ കേരളക്കരയാകെ ഒന്നിച്ച് ചർച്ച ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു പേരാണ് മാധവ് ഗാഡ്ഗിലിൻ്റേത്. ഇത്തരമൊരു മഹാദുരന്തത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് നേരത്തെ തന്നെ അപായ മുന്നറിയിപ്പ് നൽകിയിട്ടുള്ള ലോകപ്രശസ്ത പരിസ്ഥിതി ശാസ്ത്രജ്ഞനായ മാധവ് ഗാഡ്ഗിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ 24-നൊപ്പം ചേരുകയാണ് പൂനെയിലെ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ വസതിയിൽ വെച്ച്. Sir, you must have come across the news reports that the huge landslide happened in Wayanad, claiming more than 150 lives.
The numbers are growing all the time.
All the time.
Yes, last time I saw the news, it was 123.
So how do you see those calamities? I mean, it's happening every year.
Well, these are the consequence of a whole lot of undue human interventions in ecologically highly sensitive parts of Western Ghats. And of course, in any case, their frequency was going to increase as these interferences are becoming more and more frequent. And furthermore, since the climate change means that these extreme events will become more and more likely, then their frequency is even further stepping up.
Okay. The area where this tragedy happened, the Mepadi, Churamala area, have you ever went there personally to survey the place?
The Puthumala area I had an opportunity. At that time I could travel and spend some time in Kerala, and I had been to Puthumala and its vicinity. But after that...
the Puthumala is in Mepadi area only? There this
I have seen that, certainly.
So what is the terrain there? What is the features of that place?
It is hilly, and there are relatively steep slopes all over, which means that these are areas which are all the more susceptible to landslides.
Okay. So this
and high rainfall anyway. So that's combining those three, hilly terrain, steep slopes and high rainfall. Those three combined together, along with increasing interventions, mean greater and greater livelihood of landslides.
Okay.
And various other problems.
Specifically that place, Mepadi area comes under ecologically sensitive zone 1, right?
Yes, highly, yes, ESZ1 we call it, which is highly sensitive.
Okay. So after many years of your report, nothing was implemented, and Kerala is witnessing the huge calamities in Western Ghat. So how do you see, I mean, when you see these calamities, what comes to your mind?
That this is unfortunate, but it is also the pattern all over the country. Himalayas also, you will see this in Western Ghats, everywhere, that moneyed interests are wanting to increasingly intervene, and in two ways they do this, end up doing this. They, one, hurt the nature and hurt the common people, but then they fill their pockets, and the netas and babus are with them, and so this triumvirate of netas, babus and money bags, that is busy, as in this case also, because there are these tea estates, and more resorts are being set up around those tea estates. Those resorts are making lakes for the visitors, and this is increasingly adding to possible disasters. Although there is no rock quarry immediately nearby, within 2 kilometers there are rock quarries. They are also, with their shock waves, with the blasts, they in general make the rock fragile, and not just where the quarry is, but that spreads, those shock waves spread, and so the whole large area becomes more and more fragile. This is also happening. Actually, in this area, I understand there is an abundant quarry. So it was active till some years ago. That would have had its impact. So all this is adding up. On top of it, I understand that some entrepreneur, Bobby or some such name he is planning to set up a big tourism resort, and the chief minister actually
Where?
in that same area, in this Vaithiri area, not just Wayanad, in this particular Vaithiri area.
Okay.
And the chief minister actually attended his press conference announcing this project. So the government is backing him. But the government is, involved in all this. It doesn't want to bother about taking care of nature, or doesn't want to worry about hundreds, now 150, whatever. These are almost entirely laborers working on tea plantations who are forced to make their dwellings in kind of gullies where floods and landslides make immediate impact. That is how they have got washed away, all these. So it is part of a kind of social divide between the money bags and the netas and babus who are just busy with making money, and the common people who are suffering, and nature that is suffering. And these people, those in power, do not care. So now they want another, apparently, a project, some tunnel in that same area to link to Mysore areas.
Correct.
So that will be further intervention. The government is very happily pushing those ahead. And certainly all this means that you have greater and greater possibilities of more and more serious such disasters.
So you directly saying that it's a man-made disaster, as well as the government is also responsible for it.
100%. It is largely due to human interventions, and the government is very responsible for it.
When I surf through the internet, social media, I noticed that many people are sharing your words on their social media feeds, like Western Ghat is almost damaged completely, and we are going to witness huge calamities within 3 or 4 months. It won't take more than that, and right now we are witnessing that. Yes. So are we too late to act, or is there anything left to do?
No, it's not like that. If now, fortunately, the social media also are an indication that common people can get together. I know, I have here servants, domestic servants in our society who are completely illiterate. Nevertheless, they are using the internet and all these media very effectively. So they are getting together. They are having WhatsApp groups which will chat together. So they will become more and more active and vocal, and in the future I hope the tide will turn. But not with government changing its heart, but with people being able to get themselves organized and make their voice felt.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. മാധവ് ഗാഡ്ഗിലാണ് ഈ വലിയ ദുരന്തവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ കാഴ്ചപ്പാടുകൾ പങ്കുവച്ചത്. പുനെയിൽ നിന്നും വരുൺ വടശ്ശേരിക്കരക്കൊപ്പം ശ്രീനാഥ് ചന്ദ്രൻ, 24.